We want to welcome you all to our style review this evening. We thank you for coming, and we hope you have a good time. The St. John Sunflowers are going to take us down memory lane on a sentimental journey. We also have some sunflower rejects that will demonstrate a new twist to the world of fashion. So relax and enjoy the evening. We're going to begin with the music memories. May Steckman will model a shawl that belonged to Doral Steckman's grandmother. The shawl is over 100 years old. The family raised sheep, sheared the wool, washed and carded it, dyed the wool, spun it into yarn, and then the yarn was hand knitted into a shawl. May is also modeling a long white ruffled apron that is over 100 years old. This apron belonged to Doral's great-grandmother. May, just wait just a moment. As you watch May, we'd like for you to listen to the poem that May brought this evening, entitled Mom's Apron. How dear to my heart was Mom's old-fashioned apron. Its uses were mired and ample in size, for drying the tears and noses and wiping the noses, for lifting hot pans from the oven hot pies, convenient for bringing eggs from the hen house, for carrying kindling or corn cobs as well. Waved at Dad in the field and said, "Come to dinner," just as plainly as did our old dinner bell. It kept her hands warm when departing guests lingered, and the child standing by could hide neath its folds. There's something nostalgic about an old apron with the memories of Mom and our home that it holds. How I pity the children whose new-fashioned mothers wear practical aprons of plastic so neat. Though they serve the same purpose, protection from soil, with Mom's old aprons, they'll never compete. Thank you, May. Now we'll have the music, You Must Have Been a Beautiful Baby. Model her graduation dress, which is 65 years old. The dress was handmade and beaded by Emma's aunt, Mrs. Walter Carson. The dress is orchid colored, sleeveless, knee-length, and has a rose beaded design on the peplum. Now we will have the music, 5'2", Eyes of Blue. As many of you remember back in the 40s and 50s. The Charleston dance was a popular at this time. Pauline Beck will model her version of a flapper dress and demonstrate the Charleston. Let's all clap with Pauline. We will now have the music, Tea for Two. We invited Ann Keeley to join us for tea. Ann gave a lot of thought on how she should dress for a party. This is Ann's version of a tea dress. She decided to wear her tea bags in her ears. And her dress has tea bags on it, so Ann is all dressed up for tea. Sorry to say, Ann ended up as a sunflower reject. Now we're going to put you on a slow boat to China. Gene Scott will model a purple Japanese kimono. He is carrying a tobacco pipe and Japanese prayer beads. Marlene Waddle will model a silk print Japanese kimono wrapped with a maroon-colored obi with embroidered Oriental design on it. She also has an Oriental fan. Betty Beach will model an off-white silk kimono with Oriental design on the back, and she is also carrying a Japanese fan. Nellie Anaker will model a Chinese jacket that her son brought to her from China. The jacket is beige colored with a mandarin collar and has woven Oriental design woven in the fabric. It is worn over a black skirt. The Japanese articles were brought back from Japan by Quentin Beach after World War II. Thank you. All right, our next guest will be Pauline Beck. Pauline will model a Hawaiian dress belonging to Ella Mae Julian. Her son Leonard brought this dress to Ella Mae from the Hawaiian Islands. The dress is floor length with a floral design. Pauline is also wearing a Hawaiian lei she bought on her trip to the islands. Pauline will demonstrate the hula dance. As we continue down our sentimental journey, Pauline and Beck and Marvin Jensen will dance a two-step. Does this bring back memories? We'd like to invite any of you to grab a partner and come out and join Pauline and Marvin. on, some of the rest of you. I know you're not that tired. You should have lots of energy from all that good food. Thank you. Eileen will model a formal belonging to Ida Lynch. This formal has a print top and a long black skirt. Eileen is also wearing a black beagle beaded cape that belonged to Ida's mother. This cape is 90 years old. Isn't that beautiful? Thank you, Eileen. And now we go to the music, Alice Blue Gown. Myrtle French will model her formal that is 20 years old. This dress is a light blue floral gown with a sheer overlay. She is carrying a silver purse and wearing silver sandals. She has a pearl necklace and a gold necklace for her accessories. Thank you, Myrtle. As we continue down memory lane to the tune of Sweet and Lovely, Marie Gillespie will model Erling Scott's prom dress. This is a yellow formal with puff sleeves. This formal is 46 years old, and it was made by my mother. Thank you, Marie. Now we go to the music, I'm Forever Blowing Bubbles. Betty Veach was asked to model a balloon dress. Well, Betty had to be labeled a Sunflower Reject because she attached balloons to her dress and wore jewelry made from balloons also. Betty found a little balloon friend and invited him to join her at the style show. After Betty's balloon dress was rejected, she remembered that the dress she is wearing was identical in style to a dress she had bought 40 years ago. The dress that Betty is wearing, that was made 40 years ago, that she had one like 40 years ago, is made so it can be worn frontwards or backwards. One way, the dress has a cowl neckline with a V-shaped neck, and when the dress is reversed, it has a V-shaped neckline in front. Thank you, Betty and Fran. Now we will have the music, Ain't She Sweet? Marlene Waddle will model her version of a box dress and a pillbox hat. As you can see, Marlene made her dress from 2 cardboard boxes and fashioned the dress with colored yarn. She saved pill bottles tied with matching lace to match her dress and to trim her hat. Marlene had to join the growing number of Sunflower Rejects. Thank you, Marlene. Now we had the music Rock Around the Clock. Back in the 40s, the girls put poodle dogs on their skirts. Sybil Roller will model a red poodle skirt that belongs to Jamie Newell. And Jim is wearing blue jeans and a sweatshirt. And Jim and Sybil will demonstrate the jitterbug dance. I'm sure all of you will remember the guys wearing their jeans rolled up too. Thank you, Jim and Sybil. Our next selection of music is Marie. Marie Gillespie will model a print dress with a matching bag made out of the St. John News. She will wear a black crochet cape that is 90 years old that has been passed down in the Ida Lynch family. Marie is wearing a black and white straw hat that belongs to Irving Scott. The hat is 35 years old. Marie joined a group of Sunflower Rejects. How much is that dog in the window? Marie has her poodle dog with her, and Brandy is modeling her red dress. Let's give a big hand to Brandy and Marie. The next selection is Hello, Dolly. May Steckman will model a can-can dress made from pop cans. Her earrings are made from juice cans, and she has a pie pan tied to her head for a hat. You may have to join this group of Sunflower Rejects. Thank you, May. During the 40s, the dance entitled the Bunny Hop was popular. Today, the chicken dance is becoming quite popular. Omar Norton has consented to play the music for the chicken dance, and his wife Julie will demonstrate the dance for us. on, all of you come out and do the chicken dance. Come on, all of you. Omar says if you can walk, you can do it. Let's all get up and walk out to the center of the floor. Come on. Come on, all of you. Come on, you guys in the back, anybody want to do it? Now that you've seen it, let's all come up and dance. Thank you. Isn't that fun? Now we're going to have, in just a few minutes, the song You Are My Sunshine. But before we have that, if you remember, right after we were eating, all of you got a little white piece of paper. Would you all look at your little piece of paper? And the man and the woman who has the paper with the sunflower on it, would you come forward? Keith, do you have the sunflower? Okay. What lady has a sunflower? Anybody back here? Bernice Massey will be the Queen, Mrs. Sunflower, and Keith Keeley will be the King, Mr. Sunflower. The crown and robe used for Mrs. Sunflower was loaned to us by Thelma Haynes from Hudson. The crown for Mr. Sunflower was made by Betty Veach. Would you two like to go out and stand in the middle so we can all see the... It's not every day that we crown a king and a queen.
When you walk in it, and then when we take your picture.
The king has a pink boutonniere, and the queen has some yellow roses and sunflowers. We got a long robe.
Don't you want to walk?
Yes, let's have the king and the queen to walk the circle. Thelma, wait just a second. Let's take a picture. Now we would like for our king and queen just to stay there, and we'd like for all the performers to come to center stage. All of you who perform, come to center stage. Now, while they're all coming to center stage, have we got everyone out? Let's give everyone, all the performers, a big hand. And just remain up there for a moment, please. We'd like to thank all those who helped with the show, the cable TV for coming down, the newspaper, and everyone who came to see the show. And we'd like to give a special tribute to Betty Veach for organizing this. Betty spent hours and days and weeks and a month or two, and so we'd like to show her our appreciation. Thank you, Betty. Let's all give Betty a big hand again. And we'd like to also thank Mrs. Van Arsdale for coming over from Maxville. And we'd like to give you a clap. So let's give a big hand for Ruth, please. And we're ready to conclude our show now by singing Good Night, Sweetheart, and all of you have your music. Somebody has to lead it. Omar?
Good night, sweetheart. Till my love will guide you, dreams unfold you. In each day I'll hold you. Good night, sweetheart. Good night.
Thank you, all of you.